What's cracking, everybody? XehrFelrose here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content. Today's video, we're taking a look at a Great League Shoutcast featuring Chesnaught in the Open Great League. I got these battles from trainer Viper. Thank you very much for sending in these battles to me. We got them in the last rotation of the Great Leagues. I didn't have a chance to put them out before the rotation ended, so we're getting them out now, nice and early before the Great League rotates in later today, along with the other two Open Leagues. So hopefully it's a good chance for everybody to climb in their favorite Open League. Anyway, this team is a bit of a spin on a team I used to run using the Skeledirge Dugong core, but instead of using Superior, they're using Chesnaught. I think it's really interesting in the current meta. So let's take a look at the way that Viper pilots this team. Trainer actually got up to an early expert and the leaderboards with this team in the last Great League rotation. So already huge congratulations on that early run all the way up to the leaderboards with this team. So going for the superpower right off the bat against the opponent's Dragonair, getting an early shield and coming in with the Dugong. The opponent staying in here to try and get some damage off. They go for the body slam, not doing a lot of damage, and that gives them the energy lead they need to give Dugong the ability to go for a drill run right away against this Lantern. The opponent is not going to be able to get to a Thunderbolt before this other drill run goes off. The opponent should have swapped a lot quicker. There was really, like, if you think about it, right? Like, if they're just going to go for a Thunderbolt here, they might as well have just swapped immediately and just saved the energy on the Dugong. Now, they are not going to get switch advantage here, but getting some energy here on Chesnaught means you can just go for another superpower into the Dragonair that comes back in if you need to. And then Skeledirge with shields, as we all know, destroys everything. So Chesnaught's going to shield up a potential body slam here, as that would do quite a bit of damage here, going straight for that superpower yet again, looking to rip the second shield off of this opponent's Dragonair or let it go. The opponent does decide to protect it, and in the back they have Lickitung here, which could go good, it could go bad. You're gonna have to see how the endgame plays out here, because Lickitung doing super effective damage with the licks, but all of its energy is resisted, but definitely good for Skeledirge here, as if it shields up the power up correctly, the disarming voices are gonna add up much quicker, as I believe one of them would knock out from this range, if not come very close. Now the opponent has no shields remaining, so double disarming voice, that's gonna be enough to take out Dragonair. Ooh, I wasn't worried. I knew he was gonna win the whole time. Good game. Well played. Now getting into the next battle here. Lickitung on the lead this time. This is an opportunity for the Chesnaught to go for an early superpower and get that damage off, but staying in to overfarm here, and the opponent safe swaps in Annihilate. Now that's actually very beneficial for this trainer here, as we could... Okay, I was expecting him to go for the shield, then go into Skeledirge here, but no. Okay, I'm in. Let's see. Oh, shield up the Night Slash. At least it could, like, if it could have been Ice Punch, at least it feels worth it, you know? But going for that Frenzy Plant here, gonna get the third move off. Oh my god, my brain just like... Getting the move off here, and the opponent is able to get to a Night Slash just before going down here. But that's okay, because honestly, Skeledirge or Dugong come in and get some energy, a head start on energy. Bro, a full Incinerate and no damage almost in return. Mantine comes in and over farming here, and the opponent tries to catch a Shadow Ball, but is very unsuccessful and didn't even time the fast moves right to be able to make that catch here. But Skeledirge now is going to be able to do quite a lot of work here, and now that the entire opponent's team is known, saving the shield for Dugong is definitely the win condition here, is because Ice Shard, Icy Wind is going to make Mantine miserable, and honestly, don't even need to shield this. The win condition here is certainly within Dugong. Gonna go for the Power Whip on the opponent's side, and then Dugong gets the full Ice Shard farm down. The full farm down, dude. And now it's up to Dugong. It's gonna be able to make this Mantine miserable by debuffing its attack so many times here. And you could even shield once, because you know this is gonna do more damage than any other Aerial Ace that comes through, because of the fact that, well, okay, not more than this one, because they didn't get the Icy Wind before they got to this one. But you know what I mean? Because once you debuff the attack, because the opponent can't swap out, it's permanent, and that's a good game. Ooh, love it. Love this lead here. The opponent comes in with a Charizard. Dugong comes in to meet the Charizard here. And honestly, as long as they don't throw Blast Burn... Oh, dude, he's assuming this is a Blast Burn. If it were me, I would have shielded it. The opponent definitely throws Dragon Claw there just to make me miserable. Okay? But at least at that point, you know you're going to be able to get the damage off. Now, this next Blast Burn will definitely not be enough to knock out, and it's going to be up to the opponent if they want to come back in with that Whiscash, because they're going to have to throw a Mud Bomb in order to knock out here. And Dewgong is getting to an Icy Wind before that happens, which means that might be now 2 Mud Bombs that the opponent has to throw in order to get a knockout here. So let's see what the opponent decides to do. Going to go for the Drill Run, as they assume that this is going to be... the Drill Run does do slightly more damage than Icy Wind, and that's the last move they're getting off. So very, very nice read there, going for that Drill Run. And the opponent... Oh, it's Skeledirge time! Talonflame's going to come in. We're going to go for a bait. The opponent should shield this, honestly. As they have 2 shields, they're going to be likely to spend one, because if they take the risk of eating that Shadow Ball, it's all over from there. Now, I'm not sure. Ooh, a Fly. Okay, yeah, this is very dangerous. Going for the Disarming Voice now. The opponent is going to definitely be able to farm down here. Oh, bro. Is Chesnaught about to clutch up and become a Talonflame counter? Oh, I gotta see this. All right. So Chesnaught's going to come in. The opponent immediately goes for the move here. Going for that Fly. Looking to go for a potential catch, and gets the catch! What a move, dude! Waits that 1 turn so the opponent wants to think that they're not going to get the catch off, and now, oh, they get to a move anyway. Oh, that was so well played! Freaking Talonflame.
Boom!
Alright, another amazing lead into Whiscash here in this next game, and we're going to be able to see the opponent swap out into the Dewgong. Now, the Dewgong does do super effective ice damage into the Chesnaught here, but getting an early shield and then coming in with their own Dewgong is going to prove to be very fruitful here, as the opponent goes for a Drill Run to even out the HP bars a bit. But this Dewgong is ahead on HP and shields, meaning that, and I assume that we're going to want switch advantage here, because Chesnaught versus Skeledirge, if I have to pick one against the Whiscash, I'm certainly going to go with the Chesnaught here. So needing to win switch by all means necessary, I think here is pretty important. And I think the opponent probably knows this is... Okay, so they go ahead and swap straight away into the Whiscash, and now Chesnaught just comes straight in. Doesn't even throw any energy here, which I like the way... I like saving the energy on the Dewgong here, knowing that the opponent probably is doing this to draw out the Chesnaught so that they can farm it down. But honestly, if this is the only thing on the team that Chesnaught is going to be good to deal with, then we're good. Now, Mud Bomb does get the shield here, and I think that a resisted Mud Bomb, it doesn't even matter at this point. So, Mud Bomb, not going to do any damage here. Going to be able to go for a farm down. Oh, it's a simul knockout. We're going to see what the opponent comes in with here. Now, the Dewgong was low, and so it's going to come down to whatever comes in. Oh, and he comes in with the Skeledirge. I had a feeling it would be Skeledirge time here. So, the opponent having Skarmory, normally, you know, you would expect it, because, you know, Skarmory obviously goes well with... Oh, the catch. That was dirty. Whiscash and Skarmory almost always go together, so you could expect it. Opponent does concede here, as they know they've been outplayed. Oh, not the Wiggles, dude! Alright, immediate swap into Dewgong, and then the opponent has a... Oh, dude! This is misery. This is just literal misery. I mean, the nice thing here is that at least the Frenzy Plants from the Chesnaught will be usable if, you know, in the case that maybe this Chesnaught gets a farm down, you know. So we're going to see if the opponent, you know, opens up that bag of worms, gives the Chesnaught the farm down. No, instead, doesn't throw any energy and gives the opponents, or gives Crom Viper switch? Huh? Wiggles, what are you doing? You got alignment like that. Oh, no, not... Oh, the Tina. Oh. Don't do my boy dirty like this. Oh, full send the Shadow Ball. No, the nice thing is that these Frenzy Plants, while resisted, will still do quite a bit of damage here. So you can see, even though it's resisted, still going to do some damage. We just need to make sure that whatever happens here, Skeledirge doesn't get destroyed by Wigglytuff. That would be terrible. Let's please pour one out for my boy here. Pour one out for my boy here. Those charms are gonna hurt. Oh, those charms are gonna hurt. Oh, here comes the Wiggles. Oh no, dude. I think there's a way to win this, but I'm very curious to see. Oh no, never mind. Okay, yeah, the Wiggles got to a move. Well, that's unfortunate. Good game though. Very interesting team from the opponent there. Oh, I guess I missed the transition. Oh, well. All right, Vigoroth, straight into the next game. Vigoroth is wildly waving its arms around as Chesnaught. These were sped up when they were sent in, so it just looks funny. When you see Vigoroth at different speeds, it can look funny. Oh, taking out the Vigoroth. The opponent now has a Feraligatr in the back. I actually have seen a lot less Feraligatrs, to be honest, than I thought I would be seeing. Like, it seems like they were like a new hotness, obviously, at the beginning, and now they've seemed to really level off. I don't see nearly as many. But we're going to be able to land his drill run here. And going for another one is the opponent over farming on energy, it looks like. And drill run going to get the shield as well. The opponent going for a move. Maybe they're trying to make sure they have enough energy to fire off a move into the Chesnaught, knowing that they're going to get farmed down by Chesnaught. So let's see what Com decides to do here with his Chesnaught. Yep, oh, they have a Gligar. Well, nice knowing you, Gligar. Frenzy Plant going to do a lot of damage. Skeledirge with an extra shield is about to make this trainer have a very bad day. Now, if the opponent, I don't know if they were able to farm up to 2 aces here after this, but they were not. So, going to be able to take that out. The opponent concedes knowing that they've lost. All right, getting to the next battle. Deoxys on the lead in the next game. Very awkward lead for this team. Psycho Boost would hurt. And the opponent is over farming here, not going for the Psycho Boost right off the rip. So Frenzy Plant does enough to take this, takes the Deoxys down to less than half health, and the Dugong comes in to absorb the Psycho Boost. Very nicely timed swap there by Com Viper. Dugong is going to be able to get this Icy Wind off now before the opponent should be able to get to a move with their Lickitung, which now helps because even the Power Whip might not be enough to knock out, despite being super effective. Power Whip's going to do quite a bit of damage here to the Dugong, but it's not going to matter here as the opponent is going to have to take another Icy Wind, which is not good for it because Lickitung already has a low attack stat. It's not doing anything now with these body slams. Now here comes Chesnaught, ready to absorb this energy. Honestly, I wonder if Skeledirge would have been the better bring here, just because, you know, the opponent is essentially forced to go for fast moves against Skeledirge as their energy is completely useless here. Now, the opponent comes back in with the Deoxys, and this really opens up a situation for Skeledirge to come in exactly just like that and start farming. The opponent probably going to go for another Psycho Boost here. Or no, it's a Thunderbolt, but that means that you might be able to farm down if they're not quite close to a Psycho Boost, which of course they are. Now, do you shield this or do you let it go? You let it go. Psycho Boost is going to do a decent amount to the Skeledirge here. It's all going to come down to what they have in the back. They had a Lickitung, so they're probably weak to fighting. It's a Guzzlord in the back, and that means that I know how much it does in the Ultra League, but I don't know how much Disarming does in the Great League, so I guess we're about to find out. Gonna go immediately for it, waiting for the Guzzlord to start its fast move to make sure that almost one-shots in the Great League. Now I know how much that does. Excuse me while I find my button. Boom! Oh, and he almost gets to take out the Lickitung. Unfortunate. Good game. Okay, picking up a really positive lead in the next game with a Azumarill, and the opponent comes in with a Gligar, and this is why I love running Dugong, because you just farm down the whole Gligar. You don't even need to throw energy, you just take the whole thing. You just eat that whole Gligar HP bar. Just the whole thing. You're not gonna get to an Aerial Ace here, that's it. No, that's a dig, never mind, I lied. But you still get the whole thing, and I don't think a Bubble is gonna do enough damage to knock out from this range because it's Dugong. So we're going to see if the opponent is able to knock out with one move. If not, getting 2 drill runs off here is really ideal. Getting a lot of value out of this Dugong for really just punishing the opponent for safe swapping a Gligar, which is an incredibly fun thing to do. And the opponent stuck in here. Venusaur and the Skeledirge get hard RPS. Unfortunate. Good game. Just complete and utter destruction, dude. All right, awkward lead in the next game. Chesnaught has to stay in here. But the opponent going on 6 for this Ice Punch here. If they have Night Slash, this is awkward. They have Night Slash. This is a really awkward situation for the Ape now, because they not only have they revealed it, but I think that, I mean, I don't know. Does Chesnaught know that it lives because it fully farms down here? The opponent has this. Oh no. They have Powder Snow and Sand Slash. Safe swapping in the Skeledirge. The opponent has a Digger's Beat. Oh! Fear not, though, there's definitely a path to victory for the Dugong here, and I think Chesnaught has just enough to farm down to get to another superpower if it needs to. But we're going to shield up this the Scorching Sands here. No debuff, thankfully, for the Skeledirge here. unfortunate for the opponent, Skeledirge is just going to keep going for this Disarming Voice, and it gets the final shield. This is massive, as the Dugong can overload on energy, or Skeledirge can say, nah, fam, I'm carrying this whole team on my back right now. We're going to be able to go for another Disarming Voice here, take this thing almost into... Oh, dude. I love watching Incinerates hit when they're double super effective. Drill Run takes out, but it doesn't matter because all Dugong has to do here is get to a Drill Run and the opponent knows it's over and they concede. Well played. Another Deoxys lead in this game. Chesnaught looking to do probably the same thing, going for that Frenzy Plant. The opponent not going for their Psycho Boost right away. Now, they don't know it, obviously, but Dugong is in the back and not happy to see this Deoxys. So, shielding up one Psycho Boost here. The opponent does not go up to the energy needed for anything else, and honestly, it's all resisted, so I would probably have expected them to go for Psycho Boost as well, but not able to catch the move here. So, going into the Dugong here to keep it away from the Deoxys, and... Ooh, I don't think... Yeah, you can't shield that, unfortunately. Hoping that maybe what they have in the back is weak to Skeledirge, honestly. Or some form of weak to Chesnaught and Skeledirge together, as the two make a very decent core here, with some very, you know, there's some exceptions, obviously. Some flyers will make that really awkward, but for the most part, they do pretty well together, as does Skeledirge and Dugong. All three of these Pokemon have very good synergy, which is why I'm not surprised that this team is really as good as it is and has taken Calm Viper up to expert and leaderboards so early in the season. Now, the opponent comes in with a hard swap into the Deoxys, and Calm Viper's going to come in with the Skeledirge, shield that Thunderbolt, and get a full farm down. Not before they have to take an unfortunate last-second Psycho Boost to the face. Ouch. But Deoxys goes down. That's a lot of farm on Skeledirge. Chesnaught still looking pretty healthy. Opponent comes in with a Lickitung. Are they going to be able to get to a Power Whip before Skeledirge? Nope, doesn't matter because... Oh, another Guzzlord. This team is apparently popular, I guess. I don't know. I've yet to see it in action, but in comes Chesnaught, looking to get that superpower off. Calm Viper fearing a Brutal Swinger Crunch coming their way from the Skeledirge here. The Dragon Claw not quite going to be enough to knock out here, and superpower isn't enough. Not quite, but it's close. And now the opponent not able to get to another charge move in time. Disarming Voice is going to knock out the Guzzlord. And that's going to be a good game. Very well played. Like this team a lot. Makes a lot of sense. Picking up that hot was at a 4-1. Running up to an early expert. A fantastic show for this team here. Thank you very much once again, Calm Viper, for sending in these battles featuring Chesnaught. Really exciting gameplay here, and looking forward to maybe trying this team myself one of these days in the Great League, as it looks really strong. So thank you all for watching. We're going to catch you in the next one. Good luck this week in your battles, trainers. Bye-bye.